Well, howdy, folks. Today is Thursday, January 11. Yesterday it was 41 degrees out. Today it's a high of 18. Give you an idea of some of the things that we've been doing outside. Some of this is old news for you folks that look at what I write every day or watch my videos. But one thing I did here is I have a trailer of wood. I want a wood porch here rather than a lot of concrete. We put up these features on the corners, nice little bump outs, and what we have there is a piece of smart side in the middle, and then we'll frame it out around the sides and the top and the like. One thing that I don't know if I showed y'all, but you can see we have the fascia, a lot of the fascia up. And there's my vents and soffits. I got to run a board along the edge now that we've got that up, and I got a couple of vents on the very end that I have to reset. I'm going to bring you inside, and this is our front door. It's all blocked off right now, but I'll bring you inside. John and I put on 4 sets of 2-window double hung window sets, so it was a total of 8 windows, but it's 4 units. This is my fancy door made out of a piece of plywood just to keep the wind out. Here's my fancy steps. These are the parts of the steps that Pete and I made, and I had to take out because we raised our ceiling 2 feet. Anyways, you can see there's our French doors, and then we put in these 2 windows and those 2, and did the same thing downstairs, so that made less doors to make. But really what it did is, if you think about it, it gave us a lot more living area, because now we can put tables or chairs or whatever near there. Yesterday I was in meetings all day, but one of the things that happened is you'll see some cold air returns, you'll see places for hot air, and that was all done yesterday. I'm going to just put my glove on. Hang on, I got to put the phone down because my fingers are really getting cold. The camera's on, face down on a piece of plywood. That's why you don't see anything. But anyways, they came in yesterday and put a lot of places in for hot air vents and the like. You can see them all along there. There's one there. So they're all over the place. These are the frames and vents that I've been working on the 2 weeks that I wasn't able to be here. I still have 3 frames to make, but I think I'll have plenty of stuff now. You can see I light this room up. It's daylight, but I light it up anyways. Quite frankly, only because it's just nice to know that you've got something done and complete. I'll be putting a light in or a fan in right about there. And then over on this side of the living room, another fan. So those are some things that I'll work on today. Here, I'm going to put in crown molding. This is a piece of my crown molding. It's about 4.25 inches. It's cherry. We'll be putting that in all the living area And what I do when I'll ultimately install that, it'll obviously be after we get drywall in the ceilings. But I've been putting in this blocking in between each of the roof trusses, and that's so that I can nail my crown molding and the trim that I use around it into that. It gives me a solid nailing surface. Now here I gotta do something a little different, but certainly not undoable. So today I'm hoping to stay warm enough, long enough to put in the rest of those nailers in here. We got all of our outlets run, so I've got all of those hooked in series, and literally, if I wanted to, I could splice, for instance, these two wires together and put a pigtail on it and put an outlet in, and I could be electrifying this whole thing, much like what I did here with my lights. I brought my sets of lights down, hooked it onto a little wire there that I plug into my deal here, and then I can turn my lights on and off. So anyways, that's about it. Thanks for watching.